On the peninsula of echoes, watching America blindfolded and falling down a stairwell. Please capitalize my name when I become blind, deaf, and mute. Hire sewing machines to check my spelling when my hands can no longer stitch the letters, looking for words and poems to alter. There's a Wi-Fi under the dictionary trying to homogenize me. Pretty language, I wanted to emancipate you, but I froze up like a urinal in a life-size lava lamp. My courage is that of a drunken leaky roof. My panda bear is stifled by digitalism, high fructose corn syrup, 90-degree angles, and my panda bear misses you. I have a panda bear named Creativity. You and Sisyphus were obviously poets.
Okay. That was Andrew Paul Nelson. So, you know, there's like there's this thing in this book that happens. It's like this exploration of what I like to call like postmodern bastardized inbred love, which is basically when the internet, you know, takes over our lives, which it seems like it so obviously has. So a lot of this book has to do with this weird way of looking at love, you know. Neruda would hate it. So this is some of these. This one's called Just a Thought on page 28. I was thinking, I want to be buried next to you in a lava bed or in a field of clouds. But sometimes my thoughts get in the way of what I think I want to say. I'm thinking, I love you. But you already know that, I think. I hope. This one is right next door. This one is on page 34. It's kind of it's another cousin to this weird way of how love manifests itself in our you know, suspender wearing lives. It's called From Time to Time on 34.
From time to time she'll say, let's get high and watch the dog show. I mean, this is what love is. If what is bound to what is not, then man is God, and God is man, so man does not exist. But the women still sing with mouths, lips, not voices, but sounds in the key of solitude. The hairs of her navel yield pineapple and starfruit for me to gather and masticate as I navigate to colonize her southern Pacific. Beatific is a word that looks good on her. As a word, she wavers between beatific and inertia, because many a word compose a picture working towards her image, which is not a sunset frozen in mud.
So, I know we've had a long night, so I'm going to skip a few of those. We go to another kind of love poem. It's called Your Sound. Page 38. Your sound is combustion in the inner ear, a product of spontaneous percussion. A beat beat goes the heart. Fermenter of vascular pizzicatos, your sound resolves the progression. A perfect fifth, a conjurer of antediluvian delusions of the romantic type. The definite elucidation of finite melody, your sound is not the categorical best, but the summation of beatitude and moxie and desire in discordant cadence. The din of chaos feeds your sound. Your sound, which is not the intonation of your phalanges squeaking up the wooden floor. It is the wooden floor. The wooden floor, where under the ficus tree, I will lay my seminal vesicles on your funny bone. Have I told you guys that I love you? So I think this is probably going to be the last love one that I read for you guys. It's on 47. It's called 1 and 1 make 11. On the night we'd known 11 moonrises together, I gave you 11 roses, which you ate. You vomited a paper rose for me and said you never wanted to see me again. I said you were wrong, but alas, alas, alas. You know, I'm really young and I haven't been writing for like 50 years, so sometimes what I write is, you know, a relationship with my exploration of the written word. So some of the book in towards the back is about that. Here's one of them. It's called Eulogy for the Postmodernist.
Warning. This area contains chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects or other reproductive harm.
Thank you. So when I was when I was writing the book before I read it, I finished it and I talked to Mike from Ink Press and I was like, hey, I got this thing, but I have no idea what to call it. And so what I did was I just wrote like 200 possible titles, and they were just down this page. It looked like a Saul Williams poem on a scroll, you know? And so then I was looking at it and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, but it looks so terrible down the page. So I put it into a prose block, and I was like, whoa, that's a poem in itself right there. So this is possible book titles. Mine is in the clouds, or minute-old artifact, or a sunset frozen in mud, or fried chicken is a disease, or longing that wrinkles like water, or digital dystopia, or in the time of Obama, or auto-tune cliches, or One For None, or American Spirit Yellow, or Theodore Rothke mates Richard Brodigan, or Lick My Coffee, or Too Young to Write, or Specializing in the Impossible, or Frontal Lobotomy, or Have You Seen My Dictionary, or Crack of Dawn, or A Funeral Life, or Not So Much, or Tinfoil Mud, or Out of Print, or Consonants and Vowels, or San Califrisco, or Bored of Debt, or Spam Musubi, or Riding Backwards, or Left-Handed and Lucky, or Named After a Car, or The Haiku's Been Drinking, Not Me, or Neon Paper Neon, or Pen Pal Restraining Order, or Spiritual Trans Fat, or Just a Thought, or Scared as Verse, or 16th Admission, or Pirated Verses, or Bacon Jam, or Road Fork, or The Modern Book of Square, or Instant Message, or So Soon Comes the Last.
Yeah!
Now that you guys are encouraging me, I want to do all the ones I crossed off.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah, I'm probably. We've had so much great entertainment. I don't need to be a glutton tonight. No, the reason I booked so many acts tonight is because this, it's my book and everything, but I've met so many people along the way that has made this night possible that I just wanted to make it about all of us, really. I mean, there's so many amazing writers. You look to your left and you look to your right and you'll see two amazing writers, not just one, or none. So, I'll keep it brief. This is on 55. It's called His Take on Evolution.
Because people don't listen, we are more like animals and less like evolved beings in a space on a planet not created. Space isn't a likeness or an evolved planet created by animal shit. Animals and space planets create evolved likenesses to shit. Planets and animal likenesses create a deafness and evolved beings of shit. This has been a public service announcement by PSA, the Patriarchal States of America.
This one's fun, so I'm going to read it for you. It's called Once Upon a Thought in a Dream I Once Had. A dream concerning manatees. I learned to ride them, Clint Eastwood style, in Mexico. Oaxaca City, I believe. Oaxacan manatees wearing beards of... Then I woke up and peed and went back to sleep. To Oaxaca. The beards were two-headed coins that looked like itchy trigger fingers. These were skittish manatees. Mine was called Maria Sabina or Sherman Alexi. I don't remember. It and I shared a cliche called connection. We grew to be friends and watched spaghetti westerns in my Oaxacan motel room. Not much else happened. I woke up and peed again.